folks, here we are again, episode 3. In this case, we're starting off with a major battle, Battle of Essling. We got Napoleon going against Kutuzov, however you want to pronounce it. I have a habit of saying Kutuzov. This is going to be a good battle. So this is a very important battle for the Allies, since they kind of have to win this and get me out of Vienna if they want to prevent Austria from being booted from the war. Right now it's me and the Russians fighting it out, as well as the British involved with the Allies as well. So here we go. We've got Napoleon, Soult, Lens, Ney, Marat. They're at my side. I did find out that these commanders are not protected by the Imperial Guard, but Napoleon is. And what that means, as long as there's an Imperial Guard, basically the old guard here, in reserve, at least one unit of them in reserve, that prevents Napoleon from basically randomly being killed. If they're not present, there's a chance he could get killed in the battle. However, the other commanders in the French army are not going to benefit from that, the presence of the guard. They could die. So I've seen it happen. So let's get to deployment. I have the better commander. They were forced to deploy first. We can see where their strength is at. Pretty good in the center and pretty good on their left. But their right wing is pretty weak. What do they have in reserve? They got a couple cavalry units. What are they? They're light cav. Again, they're useful if they're pursuing or protecting a retreat. So I don't expect these guys to get involved in the battle too soon. Probably as infantry, and definitely as lighter cannon. I think I will focus on his weak right flank, or my left, as I'll refer to it. So we're going to put some cannon in there, some heavy guns. And sometimes I'll put 2 batteries of cannon in there, at least initially, because it really helps me pound them. That's usually when I have more than 3 artillery, though. I like to spread them around. You can see where he's probably going to focus his attack. I'm going to say right here in the center. So I'm going to match that with the heavy guns here. Put the light cannon over here. Let's see. I'm going to put some heavy cav over on my left, because I'm going to basically be attacking right away. We are going to assault that position. I'm not going to use the guard units. I like to use the lesser quality troops first, except for the cav. But that looks good so far. I'm going to fill in some gaps here and over here. These guys will be in a defensive posture. A couple light units of cavalry. I definitely want to use one of them to protect over here. I'll keep him in reserve. I'd like to keep my mediums in reserve, but I'm going to use him. And then we'll fill in with infantry. Oh, I do have 3 units of old guard, Imperial Guard. That's right, I converted one. I could, if I wanted, throw one in to assault over here. Since that's the plan, I wouldn't put guard in the first wave, though, actually. I wouldn't do that in a real game, or a miniatures game, for instance. So, you know what? I'm going to take him out of there. Don't be silly. All right, that looks good to me, but I will put another infantry over here. Okay, that looks good. Battle cards, I don't think I need any. But I will show you how it would work. Basically, this card here is awesome. Napoleon can use it if he's present. He can do one of 4 things. A flank attack, which gives a +2 to the combat rating of 2 infantry units of your choice. Massed cavalry charge is a good option. It gives +2 to up to 2 cavalry units in your army to their combat rating. So 4 would become a 6. Quite potent. Would be useful in this battle, actually. Grand Battery, they fire before the battle begins. All your artillery. Voltigeurs en avant. That's your light skirmishers can fire before the start of the battle, I believe. Free attack before the battle begins. Which I don't have any light skirmishers, so that's not going to be useful. I don't have a whole lot of artillery. I got 2 heavy cannon. I'm not desperate enough to use it for that. But the flank attack and massed cavalry charge would be quite useful. But I'm not going to use it. I'm going to save that for desperate times. And we're going to fight the next round. I have initiative. Let's begin this assault. We're going to open up with our heavy cav over here on his right. Eliminated his guns. We're going to follow up with cavalry. And ideally, I want to take out his cavalry, but I'm not going to be too concerned. Hopefully they'll form square. Better yet, they were eliminated. And we're going to follow up with the infantry. He's filling in the gaps. I got some troops to hold the position for his counterattack. All I need is an artillery piece. Actually, I do. I have one here. But I'm going to work the center. We'll hold off on this attack, if any. We'll pass initiative. Get him to commit himself. And pass the initiative. Okay, let's see if I get the initiative back. Form square. Eliminated. That was luck. This again. Alright, let's see what he's gonna do. Pass the initiative once again. Let's give this guy a good walloping. Eliminated. This is turning out quite good. We'll see in a second here. Hold my ground. Just got a little counterattack going on my left. Alright. Alright, it's a fresh round. Let's begin. So these disordered units try and recover. And let's see. Okay, I have initiative. Could pound away at his guns here. What shall we do? Didn't do anything. I should have advanced them. Alright, let's try and take him out with the cavalry. Nothing I expected as much. And follow that up. Alright, we're not getting very much success here, unfortunately. Route. But he filled it in. So I want to get guns up in this little spot here. Ideally. I just like it that way. Alright, that's a good position to be in. I might actually want to attack at this point and finish the cannon off. So let's do that. Let's move the cavalry up. Routed his cannon. Now we follow up with the infantry, which will support the cavalry. So he doesn't have much to counter what I just did. I got a nice strong force up here holding no man's land. That'll prevent him from shifting troops, among other things. Alright, now we're going to focus on this side where we're trying to hold. Yep, disordered. Good. I was disordered. Come on, Cav. Eliminated. Excellent. And let's see, where are they most effective here? +4. Probably not against these Cav. -2. And that's +4. He's got 6 activations left. I could keep him fresh. That way his attacks won't be as potent, at least from his cavalry. But you know what? Ooh, I shot the wrong guy. I wanted to shoot his cavalry. It's alright. Let's see what he does. I have no activations left. Alright, that's his last action. Yep, eliminated some line infantry. That's it. Alright, go to the next round. Let's do it. Alright, so attempting to recover from disorder. He has initiative. Attack my guns, disordered them. Okay, it goes to me. Now I'm just going to put my cannon up in the front rank. And continue to pound his cavalry. Hopefully take him out of here. Routed. So this isn't bad. Square. A little bit concerned here. I needed to do that. That was good. I didn't have to commit anything from reserve yet. I do have some cavalry that can immediately go boom and then boom. That would be helpful to absorb some losses. One thing I do want to do is hopefully destroy his army when they do actually retreat. So I want to keep my cavalry back and fresh as much as possible. We'll see if I can do that. Let's start off with the cavalry. He's got a lot of cavalry here. Actually, let's start with the guns. Nothing. Alright, that was stupid. No! Routed my cannons. My light cannon. I knew that was going to happen. Alright, that's good. We needed that. Might actually need to pull some troops up from reserve here to help here. I don't know if that was a wise move. Yeah, it's -5. Much better. Now you see, in this situation, he can't put troops over here from over here because there is enemy in this zone. And he has nothing in reserve to fill this gap. So this is a possible hole here. And that's why I'm going to move up my heavy cav for 1. And then they're going to follow up with an attack. Oh, that was surprising. Actually, he's level 3 cav. What are they? Heavy? They are. So heavy on heavy. I wasn't paying attention to that. It's alright. Let's focus over here like I originally was doing. And let's see, we'll get one of these guys to form square. They'll be destroyed. Which they did. Disordered. It's alright. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Looks like I left my center a little bit open there. Confusion to the enemy. The enemy leader, Kudasov, has been killed. Yeah. Well, that's good. They're going to be withdrawing, and they're replaced by a generic guy who's even better. And they decided to leave the field. We're definitely going to pursue because we've got a lot of cavalry here to pursue him with. He's got some heavy cav to kind of cover his withdrawal. Let's see what we can do. We got 1 hit. I got 1 hit. Ah, that was not good. Need some light cav. Well, I had 2. So I should have done better in that. Good. I got heavy cavalry promoted to 5 combat rating. So this was a really good battle. I'm happy with that. All right. So there you go. That was the Battle of Essling. My version. Drawing new event card. Minor nation in Italy. 2 political points. Allied card play. Diplomatic overture. May be used with a major nation which is not at war with France and has a diplomatic rating of 2 or lower. If successful, that major nation will declare war on France. The chance of success is tied to the diplomatic rating. 2 is a 5% chance. 1 is 15% chance. 0 is 25% chance. So here's the British trying to sway. Prussia has accepted the offer of alliance with Great Britain. She is now at war with France. So he got that really low roll. All right. All right. Okay. Enemy approaches. Hostile army is moved to the region of Hanover. The army is commanded by Wellington, rated as a 9. Contains 10 infantry units, 4 cavalry, and 2 artillery. And going against this is 1 unit of infantry with some generic no-name commander. Probably not even French. And I think we're going to attempt to retreat. So his troops basically landed up here in Hanover. And British troops, right when the Prussians decided to go to war. In the meantime, in Westphalia, the army commanded by Brunswick IV contains 10 infantry, 3 cav, 3 artillery. Davout, there he is, covering my left flank, or Napoleon's left flank. He's going to have to defend this, because that is the purpose of his presence there. So let's see if he could defend Westphalia from the attack of the Prussians. Of course, I wasn't with war with the Prussia before, but that little political rating dropped enough for the British to play some cards, try and sway them, and by luck they did. Yeah. All right, so we're going to take on Brunswick. And the Prussians. What's this? Light Cav. Kingdom of Prussian. And yeah, they're not the best of troops, as you can see. He's got some heavy artillery. Davout, you should be able to take care of this. So let's pile in the troops. And we could focus anywhere we want, really. I have no heavy guns, but we do want to match him. I'm going to put my artillery here. And cavalry is severely lacking. Oh boy. So I could either keep him in reserve, commit him where they're needed, keep these guys open, because he's definitely, wherever he goes, he's not going to do much. He is the attacker. I suspect he's going to lurch forward. All right, I'm going to put him in the center. I do have this unit in reserve. All right, let's do this. His first move is to attack on my left. That should be an easy one. All right, here he comes. Try and take out his cannon. Take out as much support as we can. All right, that's good. All right, we'll leave that. Cavalry might be useful here. It'll give me a combined arms bonus, a slight one. I can also force one of these units into square. He does have cavalry. Let's see if we can keep the enemy occupied over here. Open up the artillery. Little counter battery fire. And let's pass. See what he does. Okay. Okay. And, yeah, we'll pass again. He's pushing here on the left. And one more. All right. Now we gotta quickly try and repulse this small attack. He's still got his artillery. If I want to shift, I gotta do it now. All right, I'm gonna move the cavalry into here. And for his next act, try and take out his cavalry, which we did. That's good. That'll stabilize this situation. I'm a little worried about this one, but I do have another reserve unit here, so we're going to pass, and that's it. He's got 2 more activations. As I suspected, he's going to fill this in. Alright, fight the next round. Alright, they're out of disorder. Okay, or disruption. Let's begin. We have initiative. Let's... this is looking dangerous. Let's begin over here. Actually, let's push in the center. I'm not too worried on that flank. Eliminated the guns. Excellent. Follow up. Ooh, that was real good. Alright, we got a good defensive position here. He can shift troops from here to there if he wants, unless I move forward. I don't... You know what? Let's do that. Just to keep him from shifting troops. And, yeah. I could always shift him over to here. This is a concern. disordered them. Could use some cavalry over here. Not going to happen, so we'll leave that as it is at the moment. Let's focus over on the left, where I seem to be pretty strong. So let's hit him hard with the cavalry. See if we can force them in square. Which we do. Rout them. Now we'll follow up here. Excellent. Looking good, folks. Looking good. And one more, just for fun. Alright, we cleared out the no man's zone. The Prussians' assault there failed miserably. I think he's probably gonna... I don't know, he's kind of in trouble. His only strength is over here on his left, which isn't really overwhelming. I do have a good defense here. He's probably going to withdraw, in fact. We are going to pass the initiative because I don't want to commit my reserve. Attacking that unit, form square. They held their own. He's following up with artillery, and he routed that unit. That's why I hate enemy artillery, because they can do the same tactic against you. Close range artillery, no less. Much more devastating than the long range version. Okay, we're gonna see where we can... Well, we gotta fight the next round. See if we can get out of the disorder. Come on, Brunswick. We've got you. Alright, let's advance the cannon up. And the cav will advance. I'm going to pressure his center at this point. Trying to take out his cavalry entirely. Failed to disrupt them. And this square. As long as a enemy unit is adjacent in the zone ahead of you, you can't, that's cavalry, you cannot come out of square. If this cavalry is removed, he'll automatically pop out of square. I don't know if it's automatic. I know he'll come out of it. But he's less effective in shooting and attacking when he's in square. But that was pretty good. Let's go over here. Oh, disrupted his artillery. That was good news. Now let's give him a double blast. Routed them. Excellent. Now we'll fill this in. And we should be able to hold this right flank quite well. Alright, so I'm not going to advance there. Actually, I'm going to advance. As long as I got the activations and they survive. They did. My second trick. Attack them. They're routed. Now, we'll follow up. Try and overwhelm him in the next turn if it comes to that. Basically, I wanted to pin him from coming over to the center. That's why I moved up. So I'm pretty committed at this point. I have no more reserves to fill in this flank. So it could become quite critical for me. Right now all the eliminated units are removed. The computer calls cleaning up. Now the pursuit. Let's see what I had left. I had 2 cavalry units to pursue with. He's got nothing. So let's initiate this pursuit and see what we can do. 4 hits. Excellent. Yeah, that was excellent. So that's why you keep cavalry in reserve and fresh. So when you win or lose, you can be more devastating pursuing the enemy or covering your withdrawal. So in this case, I only lost artillery and some infantry. He lost a slew of stuff, a lot of cannon. It's going to take some effort to replace these losses. So that's good. Every victory is important. I believe it adds to your victory points. I believe. Not sure. Drawing next card, Napoleon's Genius card. I got that one. So I got 2 of them. That will be useful when things get difficult. Fighting the Allies. Let's let these guys finish up their turn. This was a fun session. I enjoyed that battle. Of course, you got the Ottomans over here. I wonder if they'll come into play in this campaign. I'm not sure. We'll see. I have yet to encounter the Ottomans. They tend to stay neutral. But could be the scenario. And the cards. One cool thing about this is the cards that are in a deck for a particular campaign are specific for that campaign. So you'll get cards that you might only find in this campaign, which is cool. It helps reflect better the period that you're playing. I like that. It's the same with the board game, if you have the board game version. I've never actually played the board game version, but I hear it's pretty much the same thing as this. And I enjoy this a lot. And, well, let's look at our situation diplomatically. All right, Austria, I'm still at war with them. They're at 0, but they're about to capitulate. Prussians, I'm at war with. Russia, I am at war with. Spain is in a nice happy 8. They'll remain that way for 3 turns. After that, they're going to start dropping, and the British can start influencing them. Next regions, Germany's still at a 3. Italy is at a 7. So it's overall not too bad. Fact is, I'm at war with, what, 75% of the world? Something like that. That's okay. I got Napoleon. So where is Napoleon? There he is. He should be in here. Holding on to Vienna. And Venice, I have them. So I'd like to attack here, but I don't want to leave Venice. I want to make sure I hold that. Davout, you are a wonder. Fantastic. Good effort from him covering the left of Napoleon and keeping the Prussians busy. I knew they would start moving. This is going to be a concern. The British here under Wellington, I have yet to face them yet, but they're not the best of troops. He's got to start upgrading his troops, I think. They're not the best, which he will do, I promise you. All right, folks, we're going to call end to this session. This was very fun. I enjoyed that battle, the Battle of Essling. And we'll see what happens in the next episode as I continue this pursuit to victory. I will look at the cards, see what I got. Of course, we've looked through all these. I'm still waiting to use this one. Let's go here. Heavy Cav, which I should probably use. Bribe Major Nation will probably come in handy in the next session. We shall see. And another recruit minor nation troops in Italy. So we're going to look at those cards in the next session. Probably play a whole bunch just to get rid of them before it gets too crowded in there. And we're going to pick up from this turn, November, December 1805. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Leave me some comments, maybe even some advice on tactics. That's always welcome. I am still new to the game, but I thoroughly enjoy it. I love the history of the Napoleonic Wars, and we're going to see where this campaign leads us. And as always, my friends, hang in there. It's only going to get better. Take care.